Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are live on Financial Fitness Friday. Welcome. I'm here with my co-host Dave Bergio. Dave, what's happening, brother?
Jonathan, what's good, buddy? How are you, my man?
Oh, building, living a dream every single day. Got our Christmas dinner party tonight. So
Nice,
pretty
man.
excited about that. What about you?
Wife is chaperoning a dance at her school tonight, so I'm gonna take the kids to my son's school for a little book bingo and some Santa time there tonight, man. So looking forward to that. Some
Nice.
dad time without the wife, and that should be a good time.
Cool. Cool. What do you want to talk about on Financial Fitness Friday today?
Well, not to get too wild in it, there was some news from a lending company that I'm kind of indirectly affiliated with. We handle a lot locally, a local branch of theirs, a lot of their clients. This company, I'm not going to name names because I don't, it's kind of not fully released yet. But one of the things, and I posted on social media about it the other day, was that this company is going to start taking Vantage scoring for most mortgage products. And specifically stated for FHAs, for conventionals, for VAs, for PHFAs. Don't know a whole too lot of details about it, but it's definitely something to keep on your radar. A
Can
lot
I,
of our
can I clean that up a little bit? Because
yeah.
Dave's being a fucking wordsmith, guys. So I want to simplify what Dave is trying to fucking vomit into your ears. The reality, and I love you, Dave. The reality is this: what he's saying is they're going to potentially change the way mortgages are looked at and analyzed using credit. So they might be using different credit or different types of analysis on the same credit pulls. All right. And I think what we have to do is give everybody a base layer of information as it pertains to credit, because I think credit is a scam. Okay. It's a scam. Not what you do. What
No,
you do is very, very necessary. But I think credit is insanely deceitful.
I
Okay.
agree.
And people don't understand the basics of it. All right. If you go on, and here's why, Dave. Like, think about this. I tell everyone you should at least monitor using Credit Karma, right? But Credit Karma is wildly off. All right. Now, why is it wildly off? Well, it's wildly off because there's three main credit bureaus. Okay. You have Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. When you hear the term tri-merge, a tri-merge is taking the average of all three of those scores. That's how most mortgages are done today. Right, Dave?
Yes.
Okay. This is your
Yep.
wheelhouse. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just trying to simplify it.
Yeah. Try merge, and then they take the middle score. So
Correct.
that's your rating.
Correct. But why are scores so different, Dave? How many
Well,
scoring models does each one of those have?
well, when it comes to mortgages, right? So
Mhm.
the FICO model in general, today, as of today, because FICO 10 got released last May, but as of today, there's over 40 different FICO scores. Okay. However, for real estate, you're only dealing with two, four, and five. Okay, two on Experian, four, I think, on Equifax, and five on TransUnion. Okay,
Right.
so that's it. That's what you're getting in terms of real estate, and it's weighted on five pieces of data. It's weighted on payment history, utilization, credit mixture, a little bit of new credit, and inquiries as well. So, or I'm sorry, age history. So it's measured on five pieces of data. So that's the FICO standard.
Okay. And now for lending, obviously, it's a little different. So there's 40 different potential credit pulls that you can experience across the three bureaus. So I want you guys to think about that. That's about 12 to 13 for each of them, even though might not be 12 or 13 for each of them. That's why when you go through an SBA process versus a line of credit process versus a mortgage, the scores can drastically be different. Okay. And people don't understand this. And people get upset all the time because they think it's just a game being played or the bank's playing some game. The reality of the situation is, even in my space, different lenders pull different scores and they're all weighed a little bit differently, right? So my pull may be off. Okay, I think we use Experian 2 or Experian 8 or 9. I'm not sure. The SBA uses one certain type of pull, and that could vary bank to bank, right? So I want everyone to understand that personal credit, and by the way, business credit, but business credit I think is a little bit more concentrated than personal credit. Would you agree with that, Dave?
Yeah, but and I'm sure you'll agree with this, they still have to go hand in hand today. Unless you've been in business for decades and you're rolling in some serious dough every year. That's the only way. You're not going to have to run a PG or a personal guarantor on that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason I want you guys to understand this is as you grow your business or as you need to borrow to buy a house or get into an investment property, one of the most important things that you could do is have very, very good credit, very strong credit. It's going to make your whole life work easier. It's going to make you, one, be able to access more money, and two, be able to access it over a longer period of time and at a cheaper cost of capital. All right. And I can tell you right now, even banks, okay, I deal with this. We speak with a lot of my friends in financial services. Typically, the people that have the lowest cost of capital, okay, have an advantage when it comes to growing their business. Or even if you're an individual, if I know I can borrow money all day at 6%, to get real estate, but by the way, I can't. Okay. Just want to make that very clear to everybody. But even if I could, and my competition is at 8%, the difference in the mortgage payments is substantial. Okay. So typically the people that are the most well capitalized and have the access to the most cash at the best terms are going to have an advantage when it comes to buying. They're going to have an advantage when it comes to growing and scaling. And that is why you should always focus on your credit. All right. And if you have credit related questions, credit problems, well, we might know a guy. Dave, you have anything to add? I'm sorry I hijacked your training, but
no, that's okay, man. I'm not a wordsmith, but I know once you get rolling in your wheelhouse, you're going to roll with it. But no, guys, at the end of the day, whatever happens in the beginning of the year with this, and again, all speculative, it's probably going to let other companies follow suit. And then probably down the road, other lenders or other types of financing will probably end up going to that model too. Look, at the end of the day, if people's credit is shot, right, they're in the business to lend. So they're going to do what it takes. If a Vantage score is looser than a FICO score, well, hey, we're in the business of lending money. We need to figure out how to lend it, so it's something to keep an eye on. And Vantage scoring, for those of you who don't know, it is the main usage on Credit Karma. That's what they use. Okay. And it's interesting to see because you don't see Experian utilize that really anywhere. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. They're just going to use TransUnion and Equifax.
really?
Yeah, because Experian, them being pretty straight with their own platform, they give a FICO 8 model for their score on their platform. They're not affiliated with Credit Karma. I never really see them, for me anyway. It might exist, but any stuff that we use, well, that's not true because the old credit monitoring system that we use the Vantage score. So
yeah, I was going to say almost every bank that I know,
yeah,
on the business side, uses some version of Experian. It's all different. It's not uniform.
Right. But Vantage versus FICO, you know what I mean? So like in that scoring model, but yeah, one of our old credit monitoring companies that we use, like it was a Vantage score throughout the board. Cause now everything we use is FICO based. So keep an eye out, guys. If you get more information, definitely let you know about it.
Yeah, guys, this is pretty tactful stuff. And we appreciate you tuning in. Now, the beauty of what we do Mondays and Fridays, Dave and I, is it's live, it's raw, it's unedited. Okay, so enjoy it. Enjoy the fuck ups. Enjoy the mistakes. Enjoy all that. Right. But do us a favor. If you got anything out of this, and I know you did, share it with someone who needs to hear it. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you on Mindset Monday. Have a great weekend.
Be great, y'all.